The differences between the North and South that led to the Civil War made by Julien Martinez and Ashley Newlands.
Before the Civil War broke out in 1861, the North and South had developed different ways of life. Such as the North lived in dirty cities and they were anti-slavery. They traveled by roads and trains. Men worked on the Erie Canal and it was a dangerous job. People made money from inventions.
The South. The South had very nice homes and they wanted to secede from the North. And they had lots of land. They believed in slavery 100% and they thought that if you were poor, you were always going to be poor. A man created the cotton gin to make slaves' lives easier but made it worse, and they traveled by boats.
Cause of the Civil War. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was when the North wanted to build a railroad but didn't want it to enter into the South. So they voted and people illegally voted for Kansas. The raid on Harper's Ferry was when John Brown, an abolitionist from the North, created a slave revolt and stole weapons from the South and killed people. The Compromise of 1850 was when New Mexico or Utah got to choose whether they wanted to be a slave state or a free state.
The Dred Scott decision. The Dred Scott decision was when Dred Scott was a slave and he went to the North, with his master, and he wanted to be free, but they wouldn't let him, and they sent him back to the South. The Fugitive Slave Act is about slaves that were free in the North, and the Southerners would come up and they would take the slaves and say that they were theirs. They didn't do anything about it, so they had to go back to the South. The election of Abraham Lincoln. The South was not happy, and they threatened the North that they would secede from the state.
The election of 1860 proved that the North and South could no longer get along. 11 southern states seceded from the Union and the Civil War began.